What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 Team of the Week prediction series. Today we're going to be predicting the Team of the Week number 35, which is going to be released tomorrow, Wednesday, the 15th of May. So let's get into some of the substitutes of this team. But before I do that, I just want to say, guys, there is also another team coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. The team of the season for the English leagues. Basically, it's going to be the team of the season, BPL. I've done a video on that, so go and have a check on my channel. I'll also put an annotation on the screen there, so you can go there after you finish watching this video and have a quick look at some of my plays and my predictions. But let's get into some of the substitutes. And the first player we're going to have is a bronze player, and it's going to be this player here, Yatabare. I'm not quite sure. He plays in the French League 2, Mustafa Yatabe, and he's already got a inform card. So you never know, he could get a second inform card. He scored a hat-trick, and he could have had 4, but one of the goals went down as a own goal. But he could have had 4, and a hat-trick still pretty decent. I think their victory was 7-0 at the weekend. He scored a hat-trick. His teammate got 2 goals and a couple of assists as well. So it could have been one of the players out of this team. I think he's called, I'm not 100% sure on that name, sorry. But he's got a good chance, and maybe you go up to a silver. He looks like a fairly decent card as well. Moving on to the next player, we got, moving on to the silver players, I think that's the only bronze player in this team. We've got this player here, Hagota, I think it is. He plays in the Bundesliga for Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but he scored a hat-trick, and that's probably going to get him in inform card. I can definitely think he's going to get an inform card. Moving on to the next player, we're going to have a MLS player, and this player is Colin. He is Aurelio Colin. He's a French player, plays for Sporting KC in the MLS, and he got a clean sheet and a goal in their 1-0 victory, so played a very, very vital role in that game. And he looks like a fairly decent card if he was to get an inform card. 63 pace, maybe that goes up to about 65, which is probably alright, and he's got some fairly decent defending stats as well. Moving on to the next player, we've got a goalkeeper, plays in the Empower Championship, and that is Almunia. And my God, did he play well in Watford? I think it's Watford versus Leicester, the playoffs. And he had amazing saves throughout the game. And Watford conceded a penalty in like the 97th, 96th minute, and he saved it. Then saved the rebound, and then it went straight back up to the pitch, and Watford got a goal to get into the playoffs, and that was a very, very good performance by him. Penalty save and double save, basically, and then allowed them to get the win by scoring a very, very late goal. But moving on to the next player, we've got a kind of quite a decent player in this game, and that is Quintero, the 5-star skiller, plays in the Mexican League, and he got 2 goals and an assist. There is also speculation that he actually played left mid. I'm not 100% sure on that, but anyway, he looks like a fairly decent player. I kind of hope he doesn't go left mid because he doesn't really have the pace for that. But I don't think he would be that bad left mid. Maybe if you played him in 3-5-2 or something. But if he was still like a centre forward, he'd be fantastic. Moving on to the, I think, final substitute, we're going to have a player in the Belgian Pro League, and his name is Defau. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his name. It's kind of one of those odd ones. But he plays right back for SV Zolta Waregem. I'm not quite good with my Belgium or Flemish, I think it is. But he got 2 goals as a right mid. And in their 3-2 win against, I'm not quite sure of the team, but he's played a very, very vital role in that. And let's move on to the starting 11. That is all the substitutes. And let me quickly make the squad. And you can kind of guess the formation before I even get into it. It's going to be the 3-4-1-2. For some reason, it always works well for Team of the Week. Maybe because it's kind of hard to find the defenders and stuff like that. And there's always strikers as well. But in goal, we're going to have Handamavic. Oh my God, this complete mispronunciation. Handamavic. He plays for Inter Milan or Internazionale. I'm not quite sure how they call it now. But in the Serie A, and he got a clean sheet and basically got into the 1 point. They drew with, I'm not quite sure, Genoa, I think it is. He basically single-handedly got them the point. They're not doing very well recently, and he got them the point, and he made some fantastic saves. And also, he was in the Serie A team of the week for that week. So that's why I put him in. The other alternative is Abate for Milan. He also had a very, very good game. But having him in the team week, I decided to put him in the team. Moving on to the first defender, we're going to have this player, Libas. He plays in the Liga BVA. I'm not quite sure of the team, but he got a goal and a clean sheet. So he's got a good chance of getting an informed card. Moving on to the second defender, another centre-back, we have Mulgrove. He plays in the Scottish League, SPL, and for Celtic, and he got 1 goal and a clean sheet as well. He's had a fairly decent season as well, and Celtic have won the SPL title, which there's kind of not much competition, but Celtic are normally favourites every year since Rangers have, I'm not quite sure what happened to them. I think they went in like, the club just completely went to shambles. But moving on to the final defender, we got a player who doesn't normally play as a defender, but we got Guardado. Oh, I hope I spell that right. Oh god, this is not gonna. All right, there you go. We have Guardado. He's the kind of left-sided player for Valencia, and I'm saying left-sided because he plays basically anywhere down the left, and he actually played left-back in this game, and he got 1 goal, a clean sheet, and 1 goal, assist, and a clean sheet. Sorry, guys. So I think he's going to get an informed card, and if he does get left back, he looks really, really good. 88 pace. I'm not quite. He's already got an informed card as well, so maybe that's going to be a bit higher. His defending stats, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with that, as he is normally a left mid, but maybe if they go up, and he just looks like a fantastic player to have as a left back. Moving on to the midfielders, the first player we have is on the right mid, and this is a player that I've been waiting for ages to get an inform, and I hope he's going to be placed in the right mid position, and that is Morales, the Everton attacker, shall I say. He's put as a striker here, but on the team sheet for Everton versus not quite sure of the team, he was placed as a right mid, and I'm so happy for that because there's no Belgian right wingers. You've got Hazard on the left, Mertens on the left. I was hoping he would get a right-sided inform card because that would just make it perfect up front. But if Morales does get a right mid card, you can put him up to right wing, and he's going to be fantastic. He's got some fairly decent stats, and he scored 2 goals and man of the match performance in their 2-0 win. So very, very crucial in that game for him, and he played a very, very vital role in that. Moving on to the first centre mid, we're going to have Frank Lampard. What a legend! He played CDM in that game, and he got 2 goals in their 2-1 win, and he got man of the match, and he's also broke a record. I think it's 203 goals. Not 100% sure on that, but he's an absolute legend, and I think he's going to get an inform card. 2 goals as well from CDM, very, very good, and in 2-1 win over Aston Villa, the points we needed to try and secure that Champions League spot. Moving on to the second centre mid, we're going to have this player, Perzic. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it because he's Croatian, so it's got the accents and stuff like that. But that's actually the Borussia Dortmund one. But he got transferred to what's it called? Wolfsburg. This one here. He got transferred to Wolfsburg, and Wolfsburg actually played Borussia Dortmund on the weekend, and it was a draw 3-3, and he scored 2 goals. So as a centre mid, so he's going to be a fairly decent inform card. 81 pace, 78 dribbling, 81 shots, 77 passing, and 80 heading. An all-round fairly decent player. An inform card, I want to try him out because he looks like a fairly decent player. And in the centre mid, very, very good player. Moving on to the final midfielder, we have Adlin Awayu, I think it is. He plays for Marseille, and he got a brace in their Marseille's 2-1 win over Toulouse. So he got 2 goals, very, very vital in that game. And I think PSG have already won the French league. So basically, they're just fighting for the points, and I think they've basically got Champions League place next year as well. But 2-1, he played a very, very vital role in that game as well. Moving on to the attack force, the first player we're going to have is Wagner Love. He's kind of keeps moving team. I'm not quite sure, but he played for CSK Moscow as a centre forward, and he got 2 goals and an assist. So he's got a good chance of being in inform. And if he does get centre forward, he looks like a fairly decent centre forward player as well. Maybe his shooting goes up to about 80, and he'll be a fantastic player. Moving on to the final players of the team, the strikers. The first player we're going to have is Khalifa, I think it is. He plays in the French league, and he's already got an inform card. Saber Khalifa, he plays for Evian, I think it is, and they won 4-0. He scored 2 goals and an assist, and he's the first player in 5 years in the French league to score in his own half. He scored like a 60-yard shot. It didn't bounce. It lobbed the keeper, completely went straight in. Go and check it out on YouTube if you haven't, guys. It looks like a fairly decent goal. The keeper was off his line, I think, but it was still a very, very good, skillful goal. And moving on to the final player of this team, we have Daniel Sturridge, the Liverpool striker. He got a hat-trick on the weekend and man of the match, and one of his goals was a fairly decent goal as well. And he's going to be an absolutely phenomenal player if he gets in form. He's already a very decent player, 90 pace, 84 dribbling, 78 shot. And if he gets in form, their stats are just going to get higher, and he's going to be an absolutely fantastic player. Guys, that has been my predictions for Team of the Week. I'm just going to quickly flick the slide over to, where is it? Come on. This one. Let me move it over. Hold on. Let me move this slide over. There you can see this. And this is kind of, I've decided to swap things up a bit. And I'm using this website called Chuz. I normally use Foothead for kind of just showing you the players and building the squad and stuff like that. I feel like it works best for the subs. But on the screen, I'm going to do this for every team of the week now. I'm going to basically bring up a kind of the FIFA version, shall I say, of the squad. And also the ratings. These are kind of my predicted ratings as well. I've kind of put 2 on all the players who haven't had inform and kind of 1 on the players who've already had inform. You got, I think it's 3 players with a, no, 4 players with a second inform card in this team. And you've got some fairly decent substitutes as well. But obviously, most people are going to be going for the team of the season English leagues, which is going to be coming out tomorrow. Remember to check in the description because I've got my predictions for that. Go and check out my channel. Guys, remember, if you got any players I may have missed, put that in the suggestions. Remember to hit that like button and remember to subscribe for Team of the Week number 36 and the 4th Team of the Season squad. This has been Chronic Richie. Till next time, adios! Oh, fuck.